You're listening to the Main Street Deal, part of Main Street Media. I'm Jordan. It's Monday, June 1st, 2026. Today, we're walking through one real listing on the market right now. The business is Big Bear Auto Repair in Big Bear Lake, California, up in San Bernardino County. It's a full-service auto repair shop, cars, light trucks, and RVs, plus tire sales and wheel alignment. It's a NAPA-certified center. It's been open since 1988, so call it about 38 years in business, and the seller will tell you it's the oldest shop in town. 4 full-time employees, and the listing says all 4 want to stay. The owner is retiring. That's the reason it's on the market. The shop runs out of a leased 2,300 square foot building 2 blocks off the main boulevard near the ski resort. Here are the numbers, straight off the current BizBuySell listing. Asking price is $350,000. Gross revenue is $450,000 a year. Seller's discretionary earnings, the cash flow that actually matters to you as a buyer, is $125,000. Furniture, fixtures, and equipment are valued at $150,000 and included in the price, plus $2,000 in inventory. Let's talk about what you'd be paying for that. $350,000 asking, divided by $125,000 in SDE, is a multiple of 2.8. For an auto repair shop, that's right on the money. BizBuySell's own benchmark data puts the median earnings multiple for shops like this at about 2.8. So you're not overpaying and you're not getting a steal. You're paying a fair market price. Now the financing. Most Main Street buyers are going to do this with an SBA 7 alone. So let's run that math at standard terms. 10% down, 9.3% interest, 10-year amortization. 10% of $350,000 is $35,000 out of your pocket at closing. You finance the other $315,000. At 9.3% over 10 years, your payment is about $4,040 a month. Annualized, that's roughly $40,000 to $8,500 a year in debt service. So take your $125,000 in SDE and subtract that $48,500. You're left with about $76,500. That's what's in your pocket after the bank is paid, before you take a single dollar of growth. For an owner-operator trading a W-2 job to run this shop themselves, $76,500 plus the keys to the business is a real, livable number. Tight, but real. 3 things I diligence hard before I got excited. First, who actually runs this shop? The listing says it's 80% employee operated and that the 4 technicians virtually run the place. That's a selling point and a risk at the same time. In a 4-person shop, those 4 people are the business. I'd want stay agreements in writing. I'd want to know their tenure and their pay. And I'd want to confirm the $125,000 in SDE isn't propped up by the retiring owner working for free. Second, the lease. You don't own the dirt here. Rent is $2,800 a month on a renewable 5-year lease that expires in August of 2029. That's about 3 years left. In a resort town where commercial space near a ski resort is valuable, your rent and your renewal are not guaranteed. Confirm the renewal terms and any escalators in writing before you fall in love with this one. Third, the revenue story. This shop only works 35 hours a week, Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, closed weekends and holidays. The seller frames that as upside. Open weekends, capture the tourist traffic, maybe. but verify that the 450,000 in revenue and the 125 in cash flow are steady and not seasonal spikes. Get the split between local customers and tourists. And remember that weekend hours mean paying your techs to work weekends. Growth costs money. My verdict, pursue. The single biggest reason is the price. 2.8 times earnings for the oldest, best reviewed shop in a 4-season resort town with a crew that wants to stay and a genuine low-cost growth lever is a fair entry on a stable business. And it still throws off about $76,000 after debt before you do anything new. The first question I'd ask the broker before anything else: what are the real terms on that lease past 2029? And does the $125,000 in SDE hold up if the owner walks away tomorrow? If the answer to both is solid, this one's worth a real look. That's it for Monday. Find all of Main Street Media's shows wherever you listen. Subscribe, leave a review, and I'll see you Thursday for an operator story.